guys, what's up? It's me. This is RWBY Volume 7, Episode 13. 12! I can't count. This is what, the second week in a row that I've messed this up? I keep thinking, I was just thinking, like, oh shit, it's 12. Like, we only have one more, but I guess that's why I said 13. So this is, with friends like these, with Salem's forces drawing closer and the general's orders for their arrest, our heroes are forced to fight on all fronts to save the city Ironwood has abandoned. So apparently there was a meme about people thinking that Blake was going to die because the B in RWBY was crossed out and something. I never saw what it was crossed out in. So ignoring that, I can't see any flags for her. So I don't know where that came from. I'm actually watching this the day of release, which is pretty uncommon. I wasn't going to, and then I stayed up till 5:30 in the morning working on animation and overslept, and my day's kind of been screwed off anyway. And I was kicked out of the computer lab. So I also almost saw a spoiler. I may have seen a spoiler. I know nothing except like there's the wanted thing with all their faces. I think Clover might die. I don't know for sure because I wasn't gonna go on Twitter. So I went back to other social media and I scrolled through and I saw kind of like a silhouette and it looked like someone had gotten stabbed through, and I thought I saw Clover's clothes bloody, but it was literally for like 2 seconds and I scrolled away, so I don't give it too much merit. Also because people have really gotten into the habit of doing like fake RWBY edits lately. Like I know that a lot of people were sending Cal a lot of like Nora with like this Winter Maiden eyes, which was like y'all. But anyway, so this is with friends like these, which I know it's going to be like the whole Aesop's like, oh, you know, I thought we were friends and blah, blah, blah. But my brain just kind of took it as the Finding Nemo with friends like these, who needs anemones? Which kind of is a very different tone than what I'm sure this episode's going for. So you know what, let's just get in it. Let's just do it. As of the time of recording this, my chapter 11 video is still blocked, but keep dreaming of a better world. You keep wishing for some clarity. Always hoping that a lightning bolt is gonna save you from your gravity. We're holding up for some romantic life. Wake up in a world of charm. Oh, but the tears will set you free. My cat is here. Oh, our life's a masterpiece. All you see is all you need. My cat's very hyper. I had to kick her out of this seat. Oh yeah, the Winter Weiss show off, I guess. What's that face, Miss Kitty? My cat is very hyper. She's mad at me. I trimmed her nails. You don't know where to turn to, and you're sure all hope is gone. When the day you've waited for won't come, the dark will yield to dawn. Open up your eyes. Having Oscar fight Ironwood is interesting. Stand up to open up our eyes. Alright, let's see if I need to adjust the audio levels this time around. Crap. Oh, yep. Oh.
Declaring martial law? We cannot let him do this.
Is he out of his handcuffs?
I'm sure the general understands the enormity of his.
Are you sure? I know it's a detain on site, but I read it as dead.
Crow, you should know that I've been asked to bring you in.
A free ride and a show.
There's also an alert out for Team RWBY's arrest.
What? Has James lost his mind?
He's trying to stop anybody who might get in the way of this inhumane plan.
Oh!
Looks like he underestimated me. Again.
Only Crow is under arrest.
Oh,
After everything
shit.
we've been through tonight, please don't make me arrest you too.
Ooh.
Cut it out.
Y'all.
We're almost back to Atlas. Let's talk to James personally.
It's taking a very long time for this show to get to the good part.
Shut up.
He's right. Let's get this over with.
Robin?
Y'all, you are in There! Transport!
I wish it hadn't come to this.
It doesn't have to.
You can hug it out once we've taken him down.
Fight! 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 Kiss, kiss, kiss. Ah! This is why you don't fight.
What are you doing? The will of our goddess!
There's no way they crashed that fast.
Weiss, what did you do?
Nothing!
The general is leaving Mantle to perish?
He's saving Remnant. We can't let the relics fall to Salem.
But all those people we just protected, they won't survive.
We don't have time to...
That doesn't bother you?
Oh!
What about your sister? Our friends?
My personal feelings don't matter.
Yes, they do.
Orders. I'm to retrieve the power of the Winter Maiden so we can access the relic.
It looked like she
You're
backed
here to
away there.
ensure my safety. Now come on. We've already lost enough time.
You can say no.
It should matter.
Penny, the General is making hard choices so we don't have to. For the good of all, not just a few.
I do not see what is good about any of this.
Oh!
On that we can agree.
Please, think about what you're doing. You heard the General. Until this is sorted out, you're under arrest.
That was a really weird deformation. What the fuck?
Really?
Please, don't make this difficult.
Don't make us have to get out of here by force.
Huh?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're not actually going to slug this out, are we?
We're not doing anything. They decide what happens next.
Huh?
You think you're going to stop us? We're the best huntsmen in Atlas.
You were. Then you trained us.
Oh shit! That was a nice line. It's more than just speed.
Come on, Harriet! We're playing right into Salem's hands! You know we need to be working together!
Oh, don't give me that crap. I had you kids pegged right from the start.
Clearly. Huh? Oh shit! Ooh! Nice! Teamwork, baby! Fighting against other hunters and huntsmen and huntresses is tricky.
If you come peacefully, we won't hurt you.
Speak for yourself.
What the fuck?
Betrayed us! You're betraying the people you've sworn to protect.
It's not worth it, Blake. They're just following orders now.
Noodle arms. Ha! Slippery. That's gonna melt your ice.
I know you sneeze are used to getting what you want, but it's time to let this one go.
That's not at all what is happening here, Marrow.
This is my home. And I'm not giving it up without a fight.
Yo, their aura is gonna be absolutely mulched.
Robin needs help.
No shit!
Surrender, and we can take her to Atlas.
You could have
Patched up.
Never pegged you for the manipulative type, but I've learned a lot of things tonight.
I enjoyed working with you, you know? Even with
Working.
the endless cynicism of yours.
Oh, come on.
Usually proven right.
We don't have to fight, friend.
You don't know my friends. That's how it always goes.
Why did y'all not keep detaining the crazy motherfucker in the ship? He's the kind of bastard who would break his thumb to get out. Yup. I didn't think I was gonna call that, actually. Ugh! Ugh! Oh, this is a nice fight.
Oh, don't stop on my account. Wasn't planning on it.
What the fuck, Clover? There's a bigger problem here. It's more important to detain Tyrion than it is to arrest Crow.
You have a score to settle.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, technically it was...
Let's say we put the kid to bed and then finish it.
No. The horseshoe, really? What the fuck? Can we get team attacks back, please?
Marrow, cut the crap, will you?
I'm trying to arrest her, not kill her, Hair. You're being excessive.
It's not excessive if it's necessary.
You have a second sword, Blake! Oh, shit.
Time to wrap this up, Vine. They've had their chance. Don't be soft.
Are you telling me?
For yourself.
Or yourself?
Nice! I was curious if she would have enough aura left for that. Oh! So this is where all the planning went.
Never really had a problem with you. All along I thought
I was hoping there was gonna be a lyric song. They're not trying to kill you, Marrow. Ha! Come on, Ruby. Oh! Yeah, you gotta get her feet with that one. Oh! Oh! Yo, shit, she did!
We have to stop Ironwood. If he can't access the relic, he can't move Atlas.
We just have to get to the Winter Moon. Blake and I will look for the others.
But our scrolls don't.
This is the part where they ask us to help.
Oscar must be around here. Oscar! Oscar!
I know I just chugged coffee, but I genuinely am shaking. It's not him. It's not him. Oh!
This crazy girl showed up and attacked me. But she looks like someone else.
Neapolitan.
You know her?
We haven't exactly heard good things.
I hope it will be painless for her.
What the
You
fuck?
said your personal feelings do not matter.
Huh?
They won't change my actions. What I'm committed to. The power of the Winter Maiden and the relic must be kept from our enemies.
Literally ask anyone, it
Even
will
if means
hurt.
She dies. But yes, Penny, we must still acknowledge our personal feelings. Wrestle with them. It ensures us that we're on the right path. It's what makes us human.
I think I understand.
What was that?
Who do you think? God, what a look!
Of Ironwood's puppets. Lucky me.
Cinder.
You were responsible for Beacon. For what happened to me.
It was, unfortunately, temporary. Now step aside or there won't be anything left to salvage this time. What do you think of that?
I hate that her.
Think
She has such a look.
it gives me personal feelings.
Y'all, focus on Tyrion and not your personal problems right now. Crow, come on. Cut his hair, bitch! Clover, what the? Poison. Crow!
Why couldn't you just do the right thing? Instead of the thing you were told?
Sometimes the right decision is the hardest to make. I trust James with my life. I wanted to trust you.
That's what I saw. Didn't look far enough to the left to see that it was Tyrion. Looks like his luck ran out.
Doesn't look like your friend's gonna make it.
I'll kill you!
Oh, you mean like you just killed Clover?
What?
Ah, here they come. Right on time.
Robin!
Oh, looks like our score will have to wait. You know my track record with the authorities.
Someone had to take the fall.
James will take the fall. I'll make sure of it.
Good luck.
God damn it. Why do the episodes have to get so good when I'm so busy? Oh, it was my roommates for a second. So I did see Clover die. I saw the silhouette shot online, but I scrolled past it so quickly, I wasn't sure if it was fake, or I thought that it was Robin who had stabbed him. It looked like Crow's weapon, but I didn't, like, process it. Fuck. Having good luck be his last words? Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck all of that. Oh my god. Fuck. I get that Crow was attacking Clover over Tyrion because of that sense of personal betrayal. Like, that makes sense. It makes sense. I'm still just, it fits his character. I'm still just like, Crow, there are bigger fish to fry right now. Both of you, there are bigger fish to fry. Like, you can figure out the whole arresting scenario. You can figure out the whole beating the shit out of each other scenario as soon as you have the murderer fucking detained. Like... Priorities! Fucking priorities! Oh my god! If they had just individually even, if they had individually fought Tyrion and then fought each other, that would have been fine. If they had teamed up and fought Tyrion, that would have been fantastic, but no! Fuck. I hate that I care about Crow now, because now I'm sad! This was easier when I didn't like him as a character. Fuck. You can tell they spent all of their time on this episode. God, I want to keyframe through these fights so badly, but I have to go animate. It's not even a fight shot that I get to go animate. I have to go animate literally someone walking. I mean, granted, it's like it's still a scene in the film, and like I should be happy to have that job. I'm just like, I want to animate something kick-ass. Like, damn, this is the shit. This is the shit that I missed. This is the shit. Like we had this. I do still miss Blake dual wielding. She's basically only using like the same 5 moves a lot of the time, and I'm just like, sweetie, you have another sword. You can slash with both hands. You can do it. So I mean, I'm forever a little beefy about that, but that's also because like my personal fighting type I enjoy is dual wielding. So whenever someone like has the capability to dual wield and they don't, I'm like, why aren't you using both of your swords? Anyway. Fuck. Can I just rule of thumb? Y'all stop fighting each other in, like, aircraft. There is no fight that takes place in a plane that ends well. Even outside of RWBY, I can't think of a single thing where if you fought inside of a cramped space, it would go well. If you're, like, in flight, I can't... Like, that wouldn't work. Like... Oh, like, I like that they're being more gnarly with it, because it, like, the stakes are rising, things are getting tense, of course, like, of course big shit's happening, so of course they're gonna get a little bit more gruesome with it. Oh, his fucking thumb, yeah, it's like, you know they looked at My Hero for reference. Like, with his thumb, all I could imagine was just Deku's broken arms noodling behind him as he launches himself into the sky. Like, ugh. And the pop sound. I don't care for that shit. I do not care for that shit one bit. I like my thumbs attached and in the right... Okay, he dislocated his thumb. He didn't break it. But, like... And then he just... I can't... stuff out of sockets really fucks me up, man. It just, I can't do it. I like Marrow. I'm glad he didn't try to fight, like, he wasn't fully fighting them, because I think he did understand them. I think of all of them, he kind of was the closest to them, and maybe he was one of the youngest, which is why he kind of understood. I feel like he related to them more. I do love Ruby's line so fucking much. Just like, we're the best huntsmen in Atlas, and just, you were, until you trained us. Like, of course she's gonna be able to get out. Of course she's gonna be able to get out. She's Ruby. She can rose petal cape cannonball around things and through things. Like, that was really cool. That was really cool. That was... This yellow lighter catching up. Oh, God. Just, that was so cool. That fight was so... And, like, okay, they did the thing that I'm such a sucker for. I'm such a sucker for when, like, you're going for a fight and it does, like, the slow-mo pass so you can, like, really see it, and then you just get the impact and it has, like, twice as much effect, and I'm like, fuck yeah! Hell yeah! I'm really hyped. I also chugged a bunch of coffee. I'm gonna keep chugging coffee while I do this. But, like, fuck! I mean, the good thing is that Robin's semblance should be able to absolve Crow of guilt in this regard. Oh no. Unless her semblance doesn't have to do with the objective truth and rather the subjective truth. And since he was fighting with Tyrion, he likely does blame himself in some regard for causing Clover's death, so it may not register him as guilty if they ask him... as innocent if they ask the direct question. Fuck! God damn it. Subjective truth is a bitch. God damn it. He's 100% gonna blame himself for this. I have very mixed feelings towards Clover, honestly, after this episode. Because, like, he seemed like a bro. He seemed like kind of a homie. He was a bromie. And, like, they fit really well together. And then it was, like, he was being weirdly manipulative and kind of baiting him at the end there. Just, like, with your constant cynicism, it's like, were you like, it gives me the energy of, like, were you acting this whole time? Like, I don't think he was. He doesn't seem like that kind of guy, but I could be wrong. His hair is a fan. Just like, I trust Arryn with my life. I thought I could trust you too. You fucking could've. And, like, if they just hadn't pulled out their weapons, this would have been fine. If they had secured the lunatic to a more stable thing other than a bar, it also would have been fine. If they had removed his stupid scorpion bowl, it would have been fine. Ugh. Crow is doing so well. Like, I know that this is, like, for his character. Like, I know that that killing off Clover was definitely, like, further Crow's character, because he was on, like, a really solid, like, recovery line. And recovery isn't linear. You do slide back. You do have moments, and, like, that's what they're showing here, and it's a nice complexity to the character. But I'm just like, no, he was doing so well. Don't hurt him. He's been through enough. I love Ruby so much. I love that, like, generally she's just really innocent and, like, very smiley and optimistic. But if you, like, piss her off, you will get snarked at. Because, like, we saw it back in fucking Volume 5, just like, what are you gonna do? Whatever it takes to shut you up. And now we have, you were, and then you trained us, which is like, she's learning to shit talk, and I'm proud of her. Fuck. Just, I'm sorry, I realize that I usually try to, I've been trying to decrease how much I swear in my videos, but, like, for last episode, and this episode especially, there's literally no other words in my brain except fuck right now. Fuck. Fuck. I really liked the fights with Yang and Blake. I do really want them to go back to calling out the team names. I would like to see some cross action, because I know Ruby and Weiss are partners, and Blake and Yang are partners in multiple senses. But, and I love watching them fight together. Seeing Blake and Yang fight like that was fucking awesome, and, like, that was a ballsy move for Blake. That was a very ballsy move for Blake. To have her aura be shattered and still use her semblance puts her at like a huge risk and major draining and major tiring afterwards. So for her to like trust that it would work so well and like, and even it was really nice showing like the difference in the teamwork and how they cooperate, because Team RWBY, they were fighting there was no problems. You hurt one of them, they're all coming for your ass. Like one of them took Blake, and Yang was like, "You're going to fucking die now." I don't know why I did this voice. But Yang was like, I'm going to fucking kill you now. And meanwhile, while the two that they were fighting, whose names I never learned, and I feel so bad for never learning them, especially because people in the chat will tell me what their names are, I just forget. The noodle ones. Strong girl and noodle limbs. Like they were, it's like, I was like, are you going soft? It's like, are you talking to me or you? Like, it was that kind of like banter that you have, but this is not the kind of place for it. So it definitely came across as more antagonistic. And even that was even shown with Harriet and Marrow. It was like, why are you playing around? Like, why are you fucking around with this? It's that they don't have that teamwork. They don't have that mesh that RWBY has. And it was really nice to see that. I'm hoping we get to see Team Juniper kick some ass. It was really nice to see Neo get punched in the face. That was a really cool transition, just going for like the shatter. I also really like the effect that they added with the aura. The effect that they added to, so like, usually you just kind of see it flicker, then it like fizzes out with that sound effect. But now you see it like shatter off, which I think is a really, really cool effect. I think it looks really nice. Even if like every time I see it, my brain just goes like, Mr. Stark, I'm not feeling so well. At Clover. Literally, Mr. Brandwood, I'm not feeling so well. I'm still, does it count as kill your gays if they never dated? Oh god, fuck. God damn it. Shit. Curious about Robin. So if we got the medical attention, Cinder's look without the cape is still a look. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, fuck, I want to wear that to RTX. Fuck, I want to wear that to RTX. But I also, 1, don't have time. 2, don't think I could find boots like that. 3, I have reservations about showing that part of my thigh. I'm generally self-conscious with that region. So I'm like, I don't know if I really want to have that out in the open. Plus, the amount that my butt would stick to chairs would be insufferable. So I think Freya's unconscious. I think they knocked her out or like put her in a coma. I'm not surprised that Ironwood, well, I mean, I guess Ironwood wouldn't know. So, the only ones who know that's painful to have your aura transferred are Jean and Ozpin. So I guess she wouldn't know, but it's like, can you really imagine that it would be painless even if you're drugged off your ass? You're having your soul ripped off. Like, if Penny dies again, I'm gonna shit myself. Because if she came back for the sole purpose of dying again, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't think they're gonna do that because I think they know that that would make people upset. But I want Penny to kick some ass. I really do. I really, really do. Because it's her fault that she got put through the meat grinder the first time. Revenge, bitch. Revenge. This was a really solid episode. There was like one moment where I was like, oh, that's a weird deformation on the hair there, but that was just my brain because I've been looking at rigs a lot lately. So that was a little weird, and I'm not even mad. I'm just like, you know what? Y'all put so much time into those fights. I will go ahead. I like that Penny is like having this thing. It's like, I don't think that's like, she wants so hard to be human. She's trying so hard to be human. And then she's hearing all this stuff and she's just like, no, you know, I'm good. I am a real girl. It doesn't matter if I'm made of a robot parts. Like, I like that she's pointing all this stuff out to Winter, because Winter hasn't really listened to anyone else about it. Like, no one's really called Winter out on her bullshit with her emotions, except for Penny, and I really appreciate that. And I don't know if it was intentional, but I really enjoyed the parallel of the scene of Winter taking Penny's hands and just being like, this is like part of what, like, it's keeps us on the right track, and she's reassuring herself more than she's reassuring Penny, but she's like, but this is what it is to be human. And it's kind of like, she's justifying it to herself, but it's like she's also explaining it to Penny. And it's such a nice contrast to when Ruby did that same gesture with Penny with her hands up with like the metal showing. And Ruby was like, you think you just because you have nuts and bolts instead of squishy guts like me makes you any less of a real person? Like, no, she's still a real person. She knows all this. She just doesn't think it's right. And I think that was a really nice difference between how people handle her. God, those fights were nice. That song was baller. It was a little surprising not hearing Casey, but like it was a good song, so I'm gonna rock out to that shit later. I liked Weiss going ham, just like, this is my home, I'm not gonna let you fuck with it. Meryl pulling the Schnee card was a little uncalled for. I mean, I can't blame him because of all the shit the Schnees have done to Faunus in general. It's like, okay, I think you've seen from the interactions at that party alone and from all the shit that you've heard from Winter to know well enough that, like, you don't pull that card on the Schnee kids. They've been so fucked up. Just don't. You can't Uno card this. You can't Uno reverse card on this. Like, no. I liked that fight. The Blake and Gang part especially was really good. And I don't think I've explained enough how much I love Ruby. I love her new look so much. Like, I really loved her Volume 4 look. I thought it was fucking banger. This one just, like, jumped above that one, I think, in terms of favorites. Because it's, like, it is that little extra edge, which, like, I am partial to. Because I am a bit of an edgelord. The walls are so thin here. I heard someone just go, ah, in the hallway. It scared the fuck out of me. Fuck. God, I'm nervous. I still don't think Salem's gonna show up. I'm worried that we're gonna end on a cliffhanger. Because, like, while we haven't really ended on, like, a cliffhanger at the end of every season. Like, we have, like, a bit of a cliffhanger and then a small resolution. So I'm curious if that's going to change this year. I don't think it is. I'm still afraid. Because there's gonna have to be a lot that happens in the next episode. I don't know if all of it can happen. So, we shall see. God, it's so weird that Volume 7's almost over. Like, I always get really nostalgic during Winter Quarter, but, like, I started watching this my sophomore year of high school, and I'm graduating college and going into the field of animation, and it's like, this is season 7. What the hell? I was talking to a friend about how we could, like, use something for reference, and we ended up, like, looking back at my old reaction videos because there's a scene in the film where the kid finds out his dad is dead and he just makes, like, the face, and we were joking, and it's like, hey, we can just use my reaction for when Pyrrha died. It's the exact same face, and we might actually end up doing that, which is a little weird. But it was like, I was looking back through it and it was like, I really did start these, like, in high school or in between high school and college, like, and you can see, it's really weird having a video record of how much I've changed in the past 4 years. It's fucking weird. That's a completely unrelated note. I had my RTX update last time. I'll maybe trying to do a thing in the future. It'll probably be over my spring break, so in March, of just marathoning all of RWBY with you guys over a streaming service. Like, maybe having it on Twitch and just having, like, a giant watch party. Skipping the last half of Volume 3 because I'm a coward. But let me know if y'all would be into that. Let me know what you guys think is gonna happen next. I have to go work on my homework, and I'm just gonna think about that fight the whole time. I'm just gonna keep thinking about that fight. I'm not gonna be able to stop thinking about that fight. I want to watch it again, but I don't have time. I want to animate something that's actiony and fun and quick pace, but I don't have time. Why is there so few hours in the day? Okay, I always start this tangent and then I get distracted, but I love RWBY as a character. She's a wonderful, wonderful character. I love her. I love how much development that she's gotten, and I already went into this in my last episode explaining how I love soft characters a lot. But her going against Harriet was very nice, because it's like, it isn't just, like, it's like, I've seen a lot of speed semblances. That ain't it, Chief. Like, having that and seeing how it gave her the advantage, and just, that was just, that was so good. It was so good. I want to watch it again. I want to watch this episode again. I think this is, like, the first episode in a little while that I've been, like, my roommates don't watch RWBY. One of them kind of watched it for a while, and then she didn't really watch it. This is the first one in a while where I want to just be like, no, you are going to come here, and you're going to sit down, and you're going to watch this, and you're going to like it. This is, like, the first time in a while that I've really wanted to do that. God, it was so good. I don't even know how to end this video. Like, I can't even just... It was just really good. Oh, fuck. It was really good. I'm sad about Clover. I'm really not that sad about Clover. I wasn't particularly attached to him. I was a fan of Clover in that he made Crow feel happy. Like, I liked Crow and Clover together, but I think that was more in the sense of, I want Crow to be happy, and if Clover's the means for that... It's kind of like how I am with Pyrrha and Jean. I'm like... There's a video that's like what your favorite RWBY ship says about you, and it was like, Arcos, you just wanted good things for Pyrrha, and who could blame you? And that's basically me with Crow. I'm just like, I just want good things for Crow, and who can blame me? So, if you haven't seen that video, go watch it, because it calls me the fuck out. Like, I was like... Anyway, I'm going on 300 tangents because I had too much coffee, and I'm going to go have more coffee, because I was awake until 5:30 in the morning. Huge shout out to RWBY. I cannot wait. And also, like, I'm hoping that they do for RTX this year what they did last year with showing a play blast of the new season. Like, I really loved that. And maybe that's because I'm an animation nerd. Maybe that's because I'm majoring in animation and I've been watching the show for fucking, like, 7 years. Maybe that's why. But honestly, that was so cool. And being able... it was really cool. I hope you guys have a good week. Hopefully this will be up on time because I'm recording it at an early time. Hopefully my other one's unblocked by now. We'll see.